Chapter 12. Travel Ball Moneymaker. Travel Ball has turned into a thriving money maker with no end in sight. We are witnessing millions, yes, millions, of dollars flowing into Travel Ball, fueled by parents willing to invest $3,000, $5,000 per season in hopes of propelling their child into college or professional baseball. As compared to back in the day when coaching was rooted in the pure passion for the game, it's all about the dollars today. I've had countless conversations with countless college coaches and MLB professionals who, though reluctant to speak publicly, agree with my perspective. It's all in the book. Get your copy today online and be informed at your diary 247.us. That's your diary 247.us.
My name is Clint O'Neill, and I'm from Farmer City, Illinois. I played for Coach Maiden in 2013. That was my first year through 2016. My experience for Coach's team was pretty good. I'm from a small town, so, traveling all over, kind of getting that big league experience of going state to state, playing some top-notch competition really made me see what type of a player I was. There really was to see out there in the baseball life of talent and different types of players and how they went about getting ready for the game and what they put into their craft. Some of the places we went to, my first year we went to Canada, Virginia, Michigan, Florida. One of the big tournaments we went to was in Pennsylvania, Ohio, name a few. My teammates, some were crazy, some were quiet, but we always had a good time. I still talk to a lot of the guys now. I talk to them, text them, have them on Facebook and everything like that, Snapchat them. So, kept a relationship with them and everything like that where, it's going to last us years to come, forever. A nice thing, because you get to know them. You spend 3-4 months with them through the summertime. You really get to know each other, and you do that 3-4 years in a row. You really get to know them, even if after the summertime you go, you still stay in contact with some of the guys, even if they're out of state or even if they're up north, like in Chicago. Still talk to them, go hang out with them if you get a chance to, and just grow. And you have a good time. Nobody's too serious. We get serious when it's about playing, but when we're at the hotel and everything like that, we're in the vans when we were traveling. Everybody would have a good time. We'd have fun, be ourselves. Yeah, there was a lot of characters. You had your jokesters. We'd have guys who'd like to pull pranks and everything like that. You had your quiet guys. It depended on who you talk to. If you get them in a crowd, I guess there's some guys, that'd be more quiet, but if you just see a few of us, pretty outgoing and talkative and everything like that. So, myself, it depended on the day, I guess. Once I started seeing the guys that I knew and everything like that, I was more talkative person, like to have fun. We had a lot of fun, I think, on our team with the guys we played with. We had a lot of the guys, those 3 years I was on the team, that, a handful of guys, were the same guys we played with 3 years ago during the summertime. And if you get to know each other, then you really get to start pulling pranks on each other, messing with each other. You really get to see how it goes. It was different. Coming from a small town to a big city like that, I had to kind of take it in at first. I didn't know how to kind of take it at first. Not living at home during the summertime, being the first time away really from my family. It took a little bit getting used to, but once you get used to it, you were there. I had those guys that were out of state also there with me. It helped a lot because, you would take us around and show us places like that. And fields-wise, we'd practice on some top-notch fields. We'd play against top-notch talents and stuff like that. And it really, myself, coming from a small town, it helped me grow as a player and as a person, too, because, I could take all the stuff I learned from the summertime and bring it back to me when I was playing with my guys on my high school team and show them stuff and show them how maybe a kid from a bigger school would take it, bring it down to maybe a little lower level of play for some of them guys being at a higher level of play. I could see the game in a different perspective that they did and kind of bring them up to that standard of play and everything like that. So it made me a better person, I think, and still to this day, even if I'm not playing anymore, I still put some of the stuff I learned from you and playing baseball and to my everyday aspect of life. So, yeah, I think it's helped me grow tremendously as a person. How did I meet Coach Maiden? There was actually a kid from my high school that was 4 years older than me, Trenton Weddle. I saw that he was traveling all the time, and I saw that he was on your team, and I've known about him and everything, and he kind of told me about you, and I finally reached out to you and everything like that, and after that it was a match made in heaven. Coach Maiden, what do I think about you? You're a serious guy, but you're still able to have fun at times when we're on the baseball field, but there's times when you're serious, you listen, you learn. I mean, Coach Maiden knows what he's talking about. I mean, I'm a catcher and everything, and I thought I knew a lot about how to, pitch hitters and stuff like that. Trusting you to, call games and seeing how you would go about calling games blew my mind, and how much you know about the game and outside of the game. I mean, just having fun. I remember we were at the pool there in Florida one time, and you hopped in the pool and everything like that. I mean, you'd go from having a serious game that day to you were serious and everything like that, and then just lay back, school, having fun, cooking dinner, being part of the group of guys, just like you were one of the guys. So it was nice. I mean, it wasn't always serious business all the time, and that's nice to have that as a coach. Have somebody as a coach like that that's not gung-ho all the time, where you can actually have fun with them and they'll have fun with you, and you're laid back and relaxed. Coach Maiden, 40 years coaching, and that's pretty impressive. I mean, there's not a lot of guys, I think, that I can think of off the top of my head that's been coaching that long and been changing people's lives, been a big public and changing communities and kids' lives. I mean, you can see, you getting a hold of me from a small town. I mean, you changed my life, how I go about baseball. You changed my life, how I go about everyday life. I mean, it's pretty amazing how somebody puts their heart and soul into that, in the game and to the community and to the kids, and helping kids get better, to get seen, put their names out to coaches, and really put his name on the line and trust those kids to go through with it, and have just the heart to want to give back to kids and see them actually succeed in the game, and give them the opportunity to see what it's like to go from maybe a high school level, acting like you're in the pros. I mean, getting coached like you're in the pros, traveling like you're in the pros. It just shows how much you're dedicated, because you go and you leave with us. I mean, you work all year round, and you take them 3 months out of the year when we're traveling. And that's your personal time. I mean, that shows it right there how much you give to the game, because you've been doing that for 40 plus years of giving your time to youngsters and kids like me, to give them a chance to play and see the world and see talent out there and get their name out there, and it's on your dime. I mean, you ain't getting paid to do it, and it's pretty amazing, if I say so myself. I would say he is part of the family. My dad talks about you all the time. My mom, my sisters, we always talk. You call me time to time. Even if I haven't seen you in a while, you still call me, ask me how I've been. I mean, you'll always be a part of my family forever. I mean, favorite moment or memory? That's kind of hard. We got quite a few off the field. My favorite moment was probably when we were in Florida, and me, 3 other guys wanted to go down to Miami when we were there. It was a 2-hour drive. He told us, we got to leave by a certain time, and we'd be like, we'll leave early in the morning, we'll be back by then. Well, we went with Coach Juan. We were headed back. We ended up running out of gas, and then we filled up again, and then we ended up running out of gas again about a mile away from where we were staying at in the hotel. And all I can remember is us 4 deciding, we'll just push it the rest of the way. So we started pushing. We finally get up close to the hotel, and all you see is Coach Maiden with the video camera out videoing us, just laughing his ass off, having a good time, because he told us you probably shouldn't go there. Having to push that van about a mile or so is something I kind of won't forget because we filled up with gas and everything like that. We were a little bit late too, so. On the field wise, one of my favorite moments, my personal favorite memory was when we were in the Pennsylvania tournament. It was my first year and everything, and it was an elimination game, and we were playing Zanesville, Ohio, and we were playing on the big field, and you let me pitch that game. We ended up going, I think, 10 or 11 innings with them. We ended up losing 2-1, but I pitched like 9 and 2/3 inning, I think, and it kind of showed me that I could hang with, guys that are 22 years old, and I'm sitting there at 17 and pitching late into the game and everything like that. It just kind of made me, my confidence really grow, that you trusted me to go into that moment, pitching and having the faith into me to actually go up against guys, 4 or 5 years older than me, keep us in the game and everything like that. So that's something I feel like I'll take forever. I mean, he really helped me baseball-wise, my confidence a lot with trusting me in something like that where, sometimes looking at me being a younger guy, you may be thinking, well, he might not be able to handle the situation of being in an elimination game. And you kind of trusted me to go on the mound and keep us in and try to fight for a win to stay alive really helped me out a lot, confidence-wise. So that's a memory on the field-wise I'll keep forever. Something that I've wanted to say to Coach Maiden. Thanks for the memories.